Welcome back everybody. It's been a while. I'm using a microphone on this video, so hopefully the sound is a bit better. I do have a cold, so bear with me. I might cough and sneeze. I'm sorry about that. My voice has gone a little bit as well. So I'm just gonna do a little recap of the show I've just been at. So it's my second time selling at a show, and it was with the organiser was That Collector Show, and the venue was in Sheffield at Bramall Lane, the Sheffield United ground, and it was a very good show. I've only got one other show to compare it to, but the one in Derby I did in December, that was very quiet. I have done a video on that, so if you want to go back and watch it. But this show was very busy from 10 o'clock when the VIP opened up until 1. It was just non-stop. I didn't even get a minute to have a drink. It died down a bit for about half an hour, and then it picked up again, and it was steady up until about 3:30. The show did close at 4. I started packing up at 5:02, and yes, I did very well. So I'll go through sort of what I've sold and what I took in, which is not a lot really. So in terms of what I took, I mainly took sealed, is because that's what I've mainly got. I do have a relatively good amount of singles, but nothing like some of these other sellers that were there. I probably had around 70 to 80 singles above £10 that were in a case, ranging up to, most expensive, 1,000, which is the Umbreon from Prismatic. Someone wanted to buy that, but we couldn't agree on a deal, as he wanted to do trade-ins and he didn't have enough for the price of the card. But everything did well. I had a couple of binders, they did really well. They were a bulk binder and a binder ranging from £1 to £10. The first sale, even before 10 o'clock, was a vendor, and he bought a Phantasmal Flames booster box off me with an acrylic case for 340. I can't remember everything that I sold, but I'll tell you the numbers. I can't tell, I didn't keep a track of trade-ins, the numbers value wise. Total sales were about £1,800 compared to the one in Derby, which was around £500 to £600. So 3 times as much, basically. So very impressed with that. Trade-ins for sealed that I got in was very limited. It just shows you the state of the market and how hard it is to get hold of sealed product. I got a Paldean Fates mini tin and 2 Paldean Fates 3-pack blisters, and that was it, just off one guy. He did have some more. He had some Twilight Masquerade half booster boxes, but I've already got a few of them, so I passed on them. The rest of the trade-ins were singles, and a lot of them went out on the same day. My brother was there with me and he was pricing them up and putting them out, and yep, a lot of them just flew straight out, but I do have a few left over, so I'll show you them now. One of them is it's a Chinese card, and I'm just going to show it you because I did this quite a lot. A lot of the kids were looking through the binders, and I wasn't doing a percentage on them. I was just doing straight swaps like you would when you were a kid in a playground. And this kid wanted a Charizard. I think it was just like a Phantasmal Flames one for about £5 in EX. He says, "Oh, will you trade this straight for it?" And I was like, yeah. I said, "Take it out and put this one in the binder." I don't even know how much this was, but I was just, you know, little kids like that want to do a straight swap. I think it's around £2 or £3 for this, but just a little story. And I was giving out cards for free when someone just wanted a 50p card. I was like, "I'll just take it. I'm not gonna do 50p on a card transaction or anything like that." So yeah, just a Charmander Chinese. I don't know what set it's from or anything. The cards that I do have left from the bigger cards from tradings that didn't sell. The Eevee promo, I think it's from the UPC or SPC. Yeah, Super Premium Collection, it says on top, you idiot. In a PSA 9, got it up for £35. They're around 30 to 40, I think. Some gone a bit more on eBay. I'm being reasonable on that. Someone traded this in for some Lost Origin sleeved booster packs. A card that I do like, Slowpoke IR from Scarlet and Violet base. I've never owned this one before. A very nice trade-in. Not mega expensive, I think around 20 to £30 for this card. Sorry, the lighting's not very good. I might move this a bit closer. Might get a bit better. The overhead light I've got here in the kitchen. I also took in, I've knocked everything professional here. I think you can see it, Leafeon Master Ball from Prismatic Evolutions. I think that's around £25 for that card. And the biggest card that I've still got left, I got traded in from Perfect Order, Mega Zygarde, the SIR. A very nice looking card. I think these are around 70 to £80 current value on eBay. So that is all that I have left that were for trade-ins, as it was absolutely manic. Singles just coming in, flying out. I think I'm down to about 40 singles left for the next show, so I might have to go and do a deal with someone that I know. Hopefully get a good percentage to pick a few more singles up to, because I don't think that'll fill the case. I think it takes around 100 singles to fill the case. So I kind of want to have a full case for the next show, which is again with the same organiser, that collector show, and it's a place near Mansfield called Shirebrook, and that's on the 26th of April. So if you want to come along, they've got a website where you can buy tickets. I think for a half ticket, I think it's like £4.50, or for a full day it's £7.50. I don't know what the VIP ticket is, maybe £10 or something. But I will be there, and then I don't have another one for about 2 months. So another good seller at the show were the mystery packs. I sold out of them nearly. I think I had a few left, so I am going to making a few more. And I did have someone come up, and he goes, "Oh, you do mystery packs?" And I says, he said, "Oh, I bet you fill it with shit like Japanese packs worth £2. And I was like, well, I said they're English packs, but you'll have to buy one to find out. So we did buy one, and I think it was a Destin Rivals and a White Flare booster pack he pulled from it. And I was selling them for £16 each. So I think it's about what those 2 packs cost at market price currently. So we ended up buying another one. I'm trying to be fair with them. Yeah, I don't make much off them, it's just a bit of fun. So I am making some more up. These are the packs that are going to go into them. So they're not cheap packs. Current market price of 151. I think it's like £20. I think that's how much other vendors were selling them at. So I've got a few of those. Some Journey Together and Surgeon. Some Silver Tempest. I've got more packs than these. These are just ones that I'm going to be mixing in them. Scarlet and Violet Base, which I really like. Scarlet and Violet Base. A lot of people slag it off, but I don't really mind it. Some Destin Rivals. I don't actually have much of these left. I know there's a big reprint that's already been released. I've not managed to get any. I've not been out looking. I've not seen it online either. I did hear someone saying that supermarkets are currently stocking half booster boxes of Destin Rivals, so we could get lucky there. If I do stumble across one, I'll pick it up. Yeah, but I've not really been on the lookout for any sealed or anything like that. Prismatic is going in there as well, so some pretty good pack selections. I am gonna mix them up with a Prismatic and a 151, so you know, £30 pack price. But I've got to increase the mystery pack price up to about £20 or so, but that's because a lot of the packs that I'm putting in are over £10. Destin Rivals, I forgot how much they are, 8, 9. Silver Tempest 10, Lost Origin £10. Obviously I've got to put a few cheaper ones in there to make it worth my while. But even Journey Together, I think the cheapest price I saw them at was 6 and Surgeon at 7. So everything's more expensive now, even for what people class as terrible sets. I've still not managed to pick anything up since Phantasmal in regards to sealed. I did pick some up at the beginning of the year. I think I made a video. I paid market. I think it was some booster bundles of Prismatic or Black Bolt White Flare maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, I've not managed to land on a drop since Phantasmal, which, when was that? October time. So I've not got any Ascended, no Perfect Order. I didn't see many sellers at the show selling Ascended either. I think it's quite scarce at the minute. I was expecting to find some just to open for myself, as I like to open a few packs of every new set that comes out, but fortunately nothing. I did see Perfect Order in stock a few weeks ago. I didn't have the time to go and get any from any of the places that I saw that had it. So, and none got offered to me at the show either. And I didn't have a massive look around at all the other vendors, as I only had probably 10 minutes where I had a little scout about, and I didn't see anyone selling Perfect Order. If I did, I would have bought a few packs just to open. So that's it for recent pickups. These aren't recent pickups. I've had these for a while. I've had those 151 packs since, when did I pick them up? September 2024. And I did pick them up at retail. I've kept on to them. So yeah, nothing else to report really, apart from what I've already talked about. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you can make the next show, and if not, I will do another recap of what happened and what I picked up. Catch you in the next one.